'cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Hold on, I think my mic is on. Hold on. All right. Hey, you guys. How's everybody doing? I am super late. I was supposed to come on earlier, but I had some things to do, okay? Anyway, how's everybody doing? Thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up if you can hear me. And also hit the thumbs up button. I am going to go over this story that was sent to me last week, okay? And this is not going to be a long live. We're going to have this live, and then we're going to hop off this live because I want to touch on something else, okay? All right, so here we go. First of all, let me give a huge shout out to those that are in the building, okay? Let me give y'all a shout out right quick because it ain't that many of y'all, so I could just run through this right quick. Hey, I am Glenn for real. Looks like you was the first one in the building. Hey, Binky Bink, how y'all doing? Tinkers, I see you, girl. Yolanda. Ooh, Tandra, Ms. Heard, I see you, Sean. Deanne, Tamik, Kimberly, Adrian. Is that two? Okay, the same Kimberly. Hey, Candy Girl, I see you, Dimitri. Creative Minds, Events, Crafts, and more. Hey, Rachel, I see you, girl. RL, Shantisa, it's me, Key. Just a mess. Mary, she said, wow, I didn't know you were live. Been sitting, waiting on notifications. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mary. Yolanda and Nateria. Hey, you guys. So listen, if you're not getting my notifications, you could do me a favor and hit the bell, the notification bell. If you've already hit it, unhit it, like hit it again so it'll, go off, and then hit it again, kind of like refresh it, so to speak. Hey, Bokomo, so I see you, baby. So I'm assuming that's what's keeping the notifications for not coming to you guys. They say YouTube sometimes takes about 5 minutes to send out notifications, but I'm also assuming it has something to do with a lot of people coming live around the same time, I'm assuming. So just go to the notification bell on the front page of my YouTube channel. Hit that bell. If it's already clicked, hit it again. That turns off your notifications. And then hit it again to turn back on your notifications, okay? Like a refresher, so to speak. Okay? If you guys can do that, if you are not receiving notifications. And yeah, I've been hearing that the notifications have been kind of weird lately. Hey, it says, I'm Big Osama. Have been here in a minute. Hello. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I haven't seen you in forever. Look at the mouth. Look at the mouth. Lord Jesus. We trying not to see that face over here no more. You might want to change your picture before you knock me out. Hey, me. How you doing? Okay, so listen, this story that I'm about to bring you guys today. Oh, look, I just turned it down. It was sent to my inbox last week. Right, I'm gonna put up the picture of the couple. Okay, this is Krystal and this is Tom Mallory. Okay, well, his name is Tom Mallory. Hers is Krystal Evans because she had just recently divorced him. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a small. She said I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna show y'all a small video clip about what's going on with this story, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, because I think it's kind of important that we talk about this story. Okay, here we go. Let's listen. Turn your volumes up.
New tonight at 11, we're hearing from the family of a woman shot and killed outside of the Spalding County courthouse. And tonight, the daughter of Krystal Evans says her mother did not have to die because she believes law enforcement actually dropped the ball because of a history of domestic violence between her mother and the suspect. 11 Alive, Teresa Bowles, live tonight in the newsroom with what we know tonight. Teresa?
Well, Ron, tonight authorities have identified the suspect as Mr. Tom Mallory. Adding to her pain, Precious Evans tells me Mallory is her biological father. Precious Evans, she lost both of her parents at the same time.
I don't have anybody to lean on.
She says she watched her comforter, her mother, Krystal Evans, go through an ugly divorce with her father for a year.
She was so happy after her divorce. She felt free. We were even talking about doing a party.
However, throughout that year, she also says she witnessed disturbing behavior. Krystal posts a cry for help on Facebook last year saying, please know if something happens to me, Tom Mallory did it.
Even after the divorce, this man literally texted her, not happening.
Precious says her mother was at the Spalding County Courthouse for a hearing connected to their separation Friday afternoon.
The judge did issue a warrant. Instead of the judge taking him in right then and there, the judge said that he could turn himself in Monday night.
In a lengthy Facebook post, Sheriff Daryl Dix says Krystal walked out of the courthouse to her car where Mallory met her, shooting her multiple times from the window. Mallory did not stop for peace and eventually shot himself. He's alive, but Evans is not, which Precious believes could have been prevented.
My mom literally called the sheriff department the day before because he was stalking her, and they did nothing. Had they had someone walked out with her, like, her friend asked, she would still be here.
Dix denies this. He says surveillance video shows Krystal never asked for an escort. His office also confirms there have been several domestic violence calls to the Mallory household. Dix says sometimes the violence was mutual and there were no witnesses to identify the aggressor. Dix says, quote, "Do improvements need to be made to the law? Yes, they do. Maybe it wasn't a deputy or my agency that failed. Maybe it was the law itself. And since she can't get her mom back, Precious will honor her life by fighting for justice with no sympathy for her father."
Not once did you offer your condolences, sympathy, or anything for my mom. That post was to clean his face, to clear his name.
Precious says she's going back to the courthouse to rally for justice Wednesday and plans to hold a vigil for her mother on Thursday.
Yeah, such a heartbreaking story there, Teresa. Thank you.
Okay. So right there we see that Krystal, the young lady that was unalived by her ex-husband, okay? So they had been involved in several domestic violence disputes between each other, okay? From my reading and listening to everything that's been going on with this case, they were both hitting each other, okay? They were in a toxic relationship of 27 years of marriage, okay? Of 27 years, it was toxic. And the police received several phone calls from the home dealing with both of them, okay? So that is why he said, he don't know so much if it's his department's fault, whether it's the law fault or the department fault, because they were both involved in domestic violence against each other. However, this man did not want her to move on without him, okay? Now, the saddest part about this is it is this young lady's biological father, right? It's her mom and father. Sometimes we hear these stepdaddies and stuff like this, but no, she lost her mom and her dad, this young lady did, right? So after 27 years of marriage, I went to Krystal's page. If you guys have not visited Krystal's page, well, let me tell you something. One thing I will say about this young lady, and I'm not going to say is right or wrong, but she told the world what she was going through, okay? We're going to go over several of those posts that she put on her page, but she pretty much outed him about several things on the page. Now, after 27 years, just a year ago, she was posting and people, posting her and him up on the page, and people were actually commenting, "Perfect couple. Oh my God, you guys make the perfect couple. You guys look so cute together." I'm going to put some pictures up of them because I find them very interesting. Well, it's going to be of him, a combination of him and her. And we're going to go over some of the things that she actually accused him of. Now, when I put these pictures up, I just want you to write in the comments the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? As you see these photos, I want you to just type the first thing that comes to your mind, because when I went to the page and I started gathering some photos, I was like, something hit me in my face really, really fast. Like it was more evident, what was really, really going on. And then we're going to get into it, okay? So as I post these photos up, as I go through them, I want you guys to just start dropping what the first thing that come, even if it's monster or whatever, whatever you think that come to your mind, okay? All right, as I put these photos up, okay? This is Tom Mallory, her ex-husband, okay? Here's another one. Let me just zoom in right quick. This is of the both of them. Try to concentrate a little bit on him, if you will. Is anything coming to y'all mind? Here's another one. Let me zoom in on this one. Okay, let's go to another one. Let me zoom in on that one. Oops. Let's go back to that one. All right, let's go to that one. Oh. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. And here's the last one of him. Okay. And then this is the beautiful Krystal. What do y'all think? What's coming to y'all mind? Let me read a little of your comments. I'm seeing fake happy, detached, show, what does that say? Shawy as in selfie king. Okay, selfie king. Man boobs, can't be trusted. No smile, down low. He don't look fun. It's an airbrush line, a rainbow. They look happy to me. Eyes don't lie. Deranged, pain, miserable, obsessed, not happy, gay, fun boy. Hey y'all. Oh, arrogant, sneaky, sly. All right. So the reason why I asked you guys to tell me what y'all thought is because guess what? Her husband of 27 years, from her words, okay, let me put my disclaimer up because I ain't trying to get sued by nobody. Even though he is in critical condition right now at the hospital, he tried to unalive himself after he shot, and unalived her in her vehicle. He tried to turn the weapon on himself and unalive himself, but he did not die. So he is still in the hospital right now. However, he is in critical condition, okay? So my disclaimer says what I say out of my mouth is based on my opinion and my opinion only, okay? All right, listen. She revealed a lot, and I'm going to put it up. She caught him or assumed that he was gay, okay? There is a recording out there, even though I did not get a chance to get a hold of the recording. I heard it, but then I cannot remember where I heard the recording. So I don't know where the recording is, but let me just tell you what I heard in the recording. I heard him arguing with another man, okay? A gay guy, another man that's belonged to the GLBTQ team or whatever. And they were arguing about who's the bottom, okay? He was like, oh, you just mad because you were bottom NIGGA, And she posted something to saying, I never knew that, people would, two gay guys will argue about and call each other names like, oh, you a bottom ninja, okay? So apparently the guy that he was messing with was the bottom and he's the top, okay? So at any rate, she posted on August the 6th, that's just a little over a month ago. She says, and she tagged him, honey. She wasn't playing. She didn't sub him. She was talking directly to him, okay? She tagged him in this post that reads, Tom Mallory, go have your affairs and go with your men behind my back like you always do. Down low, brother. Didn't want to stop talking to him when I found out. You are pathetic, you gay man behind my back, okay? And apparently somebody jumped in his inbox named Daniel, okay? Daniel, and says, do you remember me from a couple of years ago? You messaged me and said, ain't I married? And again, hey, what's up? Hey, okay? So anyway, this is her exposing him, apparently, allegedly, for being on the DL, okay? So apparently she found out he was on the DL. He had been cheating before. They had a domestic toxic relationship, but I guess she couldn't get past him being with another man, okay? Now, she said a lot on her page. She didn't just say that. This lady went on and on and on about, hey, if if something happened to me, it was him. Let's go over a few of them, okay? This one right here was 4 days ago. She says, dude, leave me alone. It's over. Move on with your life, please, respectfully. Now, y'all know we just finished a saga that we ain't touching on tonight, but I do want to say a few things about it, right? We hear the cries on social media of people saying, leave me alone, move on with your life, just let me be, stop harassing me, stop bothering me, do whatever you do, right? And a lot of people don't want to believe that people are being harassed behind the scene. They just think people are attention seeking, right? They think that they're just trying to come out and start some shit when they really low-key begging, right, for this person to just let them be. Leave me alone. Let me live my life. Go ahead and do what you do, right? And this woman was speaking loudly on her page like, dude, let me go. Let me be. Leave me alone, right? That's not her only thing that she put out. She put out a few more texts over the time. Now, again, they had just recently divorced. And the daughter, you heard the daughter, what did she say? She said, he said, not happening. Even after the divorce, signed and everything, he said, not happening. You want to know why? He couldn't move past that relationship without her. He may have signed the divorce and everything and got it final, but he did not want her to live in peace without her, okay? I'm going to pull up a couple of more texts that she sent out to him on her page. Look at her. She's very beautiful. It looked like she had just also went through a weight loss transformation of some sort. Let me just put some without the music. I didn't want to do that. Can y'all see that? I want to play it, but without the music. Okay, here it goes. She had just went through some type of weight loss journey, and she's looking good. She's looking nice, And some of these people don't want to see you at your best, When they have you, you may not be all together, but somehow when you break away from these toxic relationships, you work on you and you get you together, right? And they see you getting you together and they don't like it. They don't like that. They're like, if I can't have you, nobody else can, all right? And she knew his secrets. She knew his deep down dirty secrets, right? And he didn't want anybody else to know. Apparently, he didn't want nobody else to know his deep down dirty secrets, okay? We're going to go over a few more texts that she posted on her own page, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? But she was definitely crying out for help, telling this dude, leave me alone, go on about your way. I think there's a lot of them under her photos. It was text photos. She was posting about this dude. So it was definitely loud and, for everybody to see that she definitely did not want to be with this man no more and that he was definitely bothering her, okay? I think right here in the comments, it said, oh, no, that was another petty one that they was talking about. No, that was the married one. It was another one that I wanted to bring up. I don't see it right now. But anyway, where she was, one of her friends got up in the comments and was saying, I know that, what you're saying is true because I just spoke to you yesterday and, he won't step to a man like that. And she responded back saying facts or something like that. Because y'all know some of these men that like to put hands on you or even try to unalive you with a weapon, they won't have that same energy for a man. They only want to pick on you and get in your face and torment you and threaten you and, be violent towards you, but they won't do that to another man. Let me see if this is it. No, but in 2023, somebody wrote her, hey, Krystal. She said, hey, what's up? And the key word for your 2023 is rest. No one can imagine what sorrow or obstacles you have been through in the past year, but you are still brave and resilient as a real warrior. You are a steady pillar for your family, which makes you exhausted sometimes. However, your life will change for the better way in 2023. The good things are good to come to you soon. Peace, happiness, money, dreams come true. So I guess because she was sharing her journey online in front of everybody, people knew what she was going through with this ex-husband. And even though people knew that she was going through this with him. It didn't stop him from doing what he did, okay? So as y'all heard the news article, I thought it was more text. I'm sure it is. But as y'all heard the news article, right, say that this man, she had just put a restraining order on him. The judge granted it. So no one can say, oh, she should have done this, she should have done this, she should have done that. She did what she was supposed to do, right? She went to the courts. She asked for a restraining order. They gave it to her. They said, here you go, because apparently whatever she showed them proved that the man did what she said that he did, okay? So the judge granted the restraining order. However, he told the guy, turn yourself in on Monday, okay? So gave him a few days to play, right? So what did he do? He follows her outside. She gets in the car. She drives off, right? He drives off to get to the light, and he fires into her vehicle. Now, he was in his vehicle. She was in her vehicle, and he fires and hit her through the doors, okay? That is how she became unalived, right? And then he drove off, but he shot himself as well. But guess what? It didn't work. He's still alive. So if he lives, he has to answer to this. He's in critical condition right now. No one knows if he's going to live or not. But the judge signed off on the restraining order to keep this man away from her. But he wasn't buying it. He wasn't seeing it. He didn't want her to move on. Some people get like that, right? They get in their feelings. They claim they don't want you and stuff like that. But they don't want nobody else to want you either. Nobody. Now, the sheriff, they're trying to blame the sheriff department because they're saying, oh, somebody asked to walk her out. Now, I've heard that was true and it wasn't true, okay? There's video footage that the sheriff department released showing that she passed by multiple officers walking out of the courthouse and did not stop neither one of them and ask for assistance, okay? But apparently the day before, she called 911 to tell them what just occurred in her home. They advised her to take out a restraining order, and she did the next day, okay? But when she took out the restraining order, well, I don't know, it wasn't that she took out a restraining order. They were having the restraining order hearing, okay? They had the restraining order hearing. He was in court, she was in court. Yes, they had children. That was the daughter, the one that spoke in that interview was her daughter, okay? But the judge granted the restraining order based on the evidence that she showed the court. The judge granted the restraining order, but he wasn't hearing it. Even after the divorce was signed, like I said, he texted her and said, not happening. Not happening. Meaning this man was not going to let her move on. He did not want her to be happy. He wasn't going to let her move on and be with somebody else. He wasn't going to let her move on and enjoy her life without him. But you got to think 27 years is a long time, but that does not give anybody the right to take somebody else's life, okay? And plus, he had already been having affairs with men, you know, allegedly. She said that, right? And there is a videotape out there where he's arguing with a gay guy and accusing him, you know, throwing shade at him for being a bottom man and not a top. So, you know, the reason why this is so widespread right now, a lot of people are talking about it, is because a lot of people want to accuse domestic violent women, right? The ones that have to go through this. They like to accuse them of not doing enough, you know, saying, oh, you should have left. She did leave. Oh, you should have went to the police. She did go to the police. Oh, you should have got a restraining order. She did get a restraining order. Oh, you should have told people. She did tell people. Oh, you should have gotten away from him. She did get away from him. She did every single thing she was supposed to do. Everything. She divorced a man after 27 years. That's hard already. A lot of women would not have. They would have stayed. They would have said, if I put up with this for 27 years, I can put up with it for 10, 20 more, right? She did every single thing that this man, that she was supposed to do, okay? Who is Yolanda? What she said, or you're lying. What are you talking about, Yolanda? She may be talking about somebody else. Hold on. Yolanda, what are you talking about, baby? Anyway, that's what I get for trying to read the comments while I'm talking. But anyway, she may be talking about somebody else. But she did every single thing that she was supposed to do, right? She did everything. I don't know if she could have done anything else besides get a weapon to protect herself, right? And if she would have done that, where would she be today? In jail for a first degree or maybe manslaughter, right? She would still be behind bars. She said, I'm saying that's what they will say is what that she's lying. Oh yeah, you're right. Exactly. They'll say she didn't do everything that she was supposed to do, or they'll say, no, you lying. That didn't happen. That didn't happen to you, right? She documented it on social media to let everybody know. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. A lot of us say, including myself, right? If you don't want your business on social media, if you don't want people to talk about your business on social media, don't bring it on social media, right? But in her case, bringing her business on social media let everybody know that, one, she was involved in a toxic relationship, a toxic marriage. The man was cheating, DL, whatever you want to say, whatever case, whatever you want to say it is, whether he was on the DL, whether he was just toxic, she said he was both, okay? Now, the sheriff did say that there were several calls to 911 where sometimes she was the aggressor and sometimes he was the aggressor. So we can't sit here and say it just wasn't a toxic relationship. We're not going to sit here and try to pretend like, oh, he was just beating her up the entire relationship and she wasn't doing anything. They were both toxic with each other, okay? So I'm going to say they were both laying hands, which most of the time that is the case, okay? Most of the time that is the case. People putting hands on each other until something like this happens. That's why I would say if you are involved in a toxic relationship where you have to speak with your hands or harsh words, get out of that relationship, move on. And that's what she did. She filed for divorce and she moved on, okay? She filed for the divorce. Her divorce was granted. She was happy. Her daughter said it. She was finally happy, right? She was finally happy and started getting herself together. She started doing more videos of herself, recordings of herself, taking more photos, showing up for her. Look at her. She was beautiful, right? She started doing that for herself because sometimes when you get rid of that dead weight, you want to do something for you. You want to look good. You want to present yourself in the best you, the best version of you, right? And that's what she did. So she did the steps that was necessary to get away from a toxic relationship. But he wasn't having it. He says, no, I can't move on without you, in so many words. I can't live without you. I don't want to see you happy with someone else. Now, a lot of people want to fake the funk, right? They want to say, oh, this person is happy. They don't want to be with you, or whatever the case may be, right? There are a lot of people, men and women, that can't move on. They don't know how to move past a relationship, even though the relationship is toxic, even though they know they're not good together, even though they ain't happy in that marriage, they ain't happy in the relationship, but they can't move on. They can't get it together. So they would rather see both of y'all unalived, because that's what his plan was. Even though he got a daughter back here, his plan was to unalive her and then turn around and unalive himself. He would rather them both to be non-existent than for her to be out here living her best life in front of his face. He couldn't take it. A lot of men can't. A lot of women can't. They can't take it. Now, I say before you put yourself in that situation, I don't care how much you love this person. Before you put yourself in that situation, seek therapy. Seek therapy on how to move past a love of your life, your relationship that's no longer. Find out how to move past it. Obviously, he couldn't. Now, I'm going to say this. A lot of times, people can't move on when they know that they were the reason for the split. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? When they feel, when their conscience is so heavy and they know they've done something to ruin the marriage, ruin the relationship, they're the ones that's dealing with that guilt and it's eating at them. And that's why they can't move on. Because if a person really wanted to end the relationship, they would be able to move on. You want to know why? Because mentally, they've already moved on. When these relationships break away and people go file for divorce, most of the times, they've already left the relationship. The last little physical of them being together, honey, that's just all for pretend. That's all for show. They done moved on like years ago, really. So the fact that this man could not move on, meaning that he knew that he was the cause of the divorce. He didn't want a divorce. If he wanted a divorce, he would be able to move on. If he wanted a divorce, he would wish her well and he would move on. Yes, they have a daughter together, but he would say, you know what? We're not good together. Yes, we made a beautiful human being, but we are not good together. So we just gonna go on our separate ways. You go and be happy and allow me to go and be happy. But he knew that he was the cause of the divorce. I'm going to say the main cause because it takes two, right? We know that, right? It takes two. But he was living with guilt. That's why he didn't let her go completely. He may have signed a divorce, but he didn't let her go. When he texted her and said not happening, he meant just that. Now, let me tell you something. She posted, if anything happens to me, he did it. He did it. You want to know why? Because this man had threatened to unalive her several times. Now, it's been known or been said that if a person threatens you like that, honey, let me tell you, they inching up to it and inching up to it and inching up to it. It's in them. It is in them. If it can come out of their mouth several times, I'm going to unalive you. You just wait. I'm going to unalive you. Sometimes they, get nasty with, I'm going to unalive you, B. I'm going to unalive you. I'm going to take your life, whatever. Some of you guys right now are probably out there that's in these relationships and heard your man say that more than once. I'm going to unalive you. Listen, you playing with fire because if he can say it out of his mouth, it's in him. It's in him. It's just a matter of time. It is in him. So if I was you, I would leave. Don't sit around and wait till it happens. And that's what he did. He made a lot of threats to her. A lot of people say, oh, it was just a threat. People just do that in relationships. It don't mean nothing. When people saying, I'm going to bust you in your mouth, I'm going to bust your teeth out, I'm going to snatch your wig off, I'm going to put you out, I'm going to do this to you, right? I'm going to harm you. I'm going to torment you. I'm going to torture you. Believe them. It's in them. People ain't saying this shit just for show. What do you think? They just mad. It's in them. It's in them. Now, I do believe that, I'm assuming in the divorce, she may not have put anything in there about violence because I would assume that in the divorce decree, she was able to get some type of a restraining order. But we've seen people that had restraining orders. We went over like 2 or 3 couples so far that have had restraining orders, domestic violence restraining orders during the marriage, but they dropped it. Remember? Think about it. I went over several of them. They've had restraining orders and they just be so happy to sign that dotted line of the divorce that they drop the restraining order. They don't even go through with it. They say, oh, you know what? I'm over, we're no longer together, right? He can go his way. I'm going my way. I don't need the restraining order anymore. We're done with each other. Don't drop it. It was a reason that you put that restraining order out in the first place. In my opinion, if you are in a toxic relationship, right? If you're in a toxic relationship, I believe that when you are going through that divorce, or breakup, you should ask for that restraining order. I don't give a dang on if you just went out to lunch with him the day before. If you guys were in a toxic relationship and you go your own separate ways, just get a restraining order. You never know what's going to happen down the line. You never know when this person is going to snap. You never know when this person is going to come back and do what they said they was going to do. This man said he was going to unalive her. We went on several stories. They was going through a divorce. They said the person put hands on them. They had a restraining order out and they lifted the restraining order because they no longer wanted to deal with it. They were just so sick and tired of dealing with the divorce and the courts and the lawyers and the money, having to spend for the courts and the lawyers, that they was like, you know what? I'm done. Let's just move. Let's just move on. You do you and I'll do me. When all along, it may be one party still saying, you're not going to live without me. You're not going to be happy without me. You're not going to flaunt another person in my face. No. We built this life together. 27 years is a long time. He probably felt like we built this life together. And I'm not about to just, let you live. And not only that, now I want to say this now. I need your feedback on this one. If you know a man is dangerous, right? Capable of harming you. And how you know? Because he's threatening, right? So when you know a man is capable of harming you, do you out him and his private details? So what I mean by that is the part that she outed him about being gay. I don't know if I would have done that because to me, that's taunting. Okay. Now I would have told all the other stuff. Yes, this man has threatened me. If anything happened to me, he did it. I would definitely say that. If a man threatened me, I'm telling social media, I'm telling the judge, I'm telling the police, I'm telling my attorney, I'm telling it to the highest mountain. But do you come out and say things like, and release receipts, okay? Release receipts of him sleeping with another man or jumping in another man's inbox or another man jumping in his inbox. Do you do that? I don't know about that one, you guys. I think you're playing with dangerous territories when you do things like that. Because now, I don't even care if one person believes you, right? You just angered that man to the top, right? To the peak. He's mad. He wants revenge. I don't think too many down low brothers. Now, if he was out with it, if he was a known gay, I don't think it would bother him, right? But when you down low for a reason. You don't want nobody to know your secrets. Well, she let him out. Now, I'm not saying that justify him doing what he did. But what I'm saying, ladies, be careful doing that type of stuff. You got to know that that's playing in dangerous territories. You coming online and you providing receipts that your man is a DL brother. Now, how many other cases are out there where the woman came out and told social media that she called her man in an uncompromising position, right? Or she called him in an uncompromising. She saw receipts of him being in an uncompromising. She heard he was in an uncompromising position, right? And what did he do? Took the woman's life, right? Women, you got to be safer than that. All right? Now, I'm not saying stay in a relationship for it. And I'm not saying not even mention it to the court if you have to. But coming out on social media with that type of a person's privacy would sometimes drive them to do what they say they're going to do. That makes people stand on business. People don't like to be embarrassed out there, right? So you got to be careful with what you bring to the social media, okay? So this is a case of Krystal Evans, did everything that she was supposed to do. She checked every box as far as getting away from her abuser. And he still managed to take her life. And he didn't take her life at home. He didn't take her life you know, outside the country on no vacation nowhere. He took her life just feet, steps away from the courthouse. They wasn't even out of sight of the courthouse when he fired into her vehicle. When he fired into her vehicle and took her life. And then he thought, oh, well, let me take mine because I don't want to have to face these consequences. He don't want to have to face this. He don't want to have to face unaliving her. He don't want to have to answer the questions whether or not he was sleeping with a man or not. He don't want to have to face his daughter. What do you think his daughter feels about him now? I'm sure she ain't happy with him. I'm sure she probably can't stand him. I don't think that there's no amount of I'm sorry's that you can give a daughter when you just took her mother away. There's no amount. Ain't no daughter gonna be like, oh, Dad, I understand. She shouldn't have outed you on social media. Nah. There's no amount of anything that would justify you taking a child's mother or father away, right? So Tamara says she put gas on a fire. Yeah, she did. Personally, won't do it. Yeah, no, I won't do that either. I'm going to keep it real. I wouldn't know what I would do in that situation. Okay, Shantice, I like your honesty. I wouldn't do it because I would be scared, to be honest with you. Like, I'm talking about to come out and say that he's GAY. And let me just say this. I got to be honest. Another reason why I wouldn't do it is because if I have a child with that guy, I don't want to embarrass my child. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you putting that out there about your child's father, what do you think is going to happen with her? People are going to pick at her for her daddy being on the DL. So I wouldn't do it to my child, you know? Now, they ain't had no kids by him. I don't know what I might do. I might move to another country and do it or something like that. But no, I'm just kidding. I probably wouldn't do that. That's a little bit, that's dangerous territory in my opinion. It's like a double-edged sword. It's dangerous, but at the same time, he may be out here reckless, and the women community needs to know. You know what? Maybe sometimes it's good for them to find out a different way, baby. Sometimes it ain't always our business to put it out there, you know? The divorce being final triggered some people to unalive their partner's children because they feel like they already lost everything, so there's nothing else to lose. Now, that's a good question. I mean, that's a good observation. Absolutely. They do. They sometimes feel like, and then 27 years is a long time. Come on. 27 years of being with one person is a long time, whether you've been cheating the whole time or not. It's just a long time. So yeah, I can see you feeling like you lost a lot. Some people feel like they lost a lot after 5 years, you know, being together, 10 years being together, 15 years being together, but 27 years, that's almost 30 years. That's 3 decades of being with someone, right? So that is a lot to lose. A part of me feels like these men need to be outed. They put countless women at risk. Black women have the highest HIV rates due to DL men. We got to stop hiding these predators in our communities. Well, yes, you still messing with dangerous territory. You put that out online, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences. Now, I'm not sitting here saying the consequences will always be bad, but look how many other cases we've heard. Men don't like to be outed, right? Some men even out the guy that they're sleeping with because they be afraid that he's going to go tell somebody. They will literally sleep with a man and then turn around and unalive them so that they won't go tell nobody else. Because, you know, they'll do it. And then all of a sudden they have this guilty remorse feeling about, oh my God, what did I just do? Well, you know what you just did. You just slept with a man, right? But they'd be so embarrassed. And they're like, oh no, I can't risk him going to tell nobody else. So guess what they do? They unalive them sometime on the spot. After literally just getting waxed on, waxed off. And they go and unalive their partner. So I don't think it's safe. You know, of course, people can do whatever they want to do, but I think you outing them on social media is playing in dangerous fields. You know? Especially like you know, who said it? They feel like they already done lost everything, and now you done put out there that they on the DL. What, they just lost a 27 relationship with their, what my boy Callie called a beard, right? They lost a 27 relationship with their beard while they out here being poked on. Now, what other woman gonna be their beard if they know that this man had been laying down with other men? He got to explain that, right? So I don't know about outing these men because, you know, I understand the HIV rate is high and this, that, and the other, but woo, baby, I just don't know. I don't know if it's our job to put them out there like that. If you raise your hand or yell at me, I'm going, child, the raising the hand thing, now the yelling, I've dealt with the yelling. You know, I don't like it, but I've dealt with it. But the raising hand, absolutely not. Absolutely not. He was on a suicide mission. Yep, because he felt like if I can't be happy, neither can you. And a lot of people get that way when they can't move on. When they can't move on, they feel like, oh, you're not about to be out here being happy, and I'm not. Okay. She says, I'm double thinking now. Double thinking what, Tamara? Well, you was about to release some information, girl. That's why I got to stay alone, because if a man raises his voice or act like he's going to threaten me, I'm protecting myself out the gate. Yes, you have to. But she did all of that. She left. She got a restraining order. She got a divorce. She moved on. He wasn't having it. He was not having it. I agree, yes, I would not want to be in that predicament to have to decide that. Yeah, me neither. I don't think any woman want to just wake up one day and know that their man, you know, been on a DL. And you know what? Some people are probably so hurt that they want to tell somebody. And I'm not saying you can't tell anybody. I'm just saying bringing it to the internet, ooh, that's playing with fire. Because now you ain't just told your friend. You ain't just told your family members. You told whoever comes across that chat, that cross that post, and 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to share that post, and then it's going to be shared again and again and again and again and again. Now look how many people know your business. Look how many people know that this dude on DL. Look how many people know that. I'm just saying, be careful, babies. Be careful. Kia said, oh, it's absolutely our business, LOL. As soon as it's outed, it's our business. Yeah, so it's social media business as soon as they out it. He said, what's up, tribe? Checking in for a little bit. What's the word? Well, Callie, we talking about a lady that, you know, her husband, after 27 years, he couldn't move on. He didn't want to see her happy. He just couldn't let go. And she brought it to the internet, told everybody, this man won't let me move on. She begged him, please leave me alone, please. She said, respectfully, leave me alone. And he wouldn't. And he wouldn't. He would not. Blessed as it comes said it sounds premeditated. Once the judge allowed him to turn himself in, he knew he was what his intent was. I believe that. And when if he heals through this whole ordeal, because he's in critical condition right now, ICU, I think it is, intensive care. But if he survive and stand trial, he's going to have to answer to that. He's going to have to answer to first-degree murder. It was absolutely premeditated, because unless he just ride around with a weapon in his car, I'm assuming that's what he do. Unless he just put that weapon in his car that day, I believe he knew what he was going to do. He knew what he was going to do. That, to me, there's no doubt. When the daughter said he texted the mom and said not gonna happen after their divorce was final, and he said not gonna happen, it was only a matter of time. He was just waiting for that time for them to be alone. He was gonna do it. And guess what? He figured, we just left court. Let me go on and get this over with. Let me go on and get it over with. Shantisa said, effing with another man is playing in dangerous fields. Yes, you're right. It is. But putting it online is also playing in dangerous fields as well. I'm just saying, you know, do it at your own risk. But baby girl, just know that you might have to, you know, face this joker one day. When a woman is fed up and that person is constantly picking, who knows what she outed him? Who knows why she outed him? But I think it was for the reason, if he obviously wanted it to come out, he knew she knew, and he was provoking her. Yep, He wouldn't leave her alone, kept going in her comments, saying little things in her comments. They were literally having a whole blowout on social media as well, you know. Revenge isn't mine. God will spin the block for me. I'll just sit back and enjoy the show. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that as well. I don't think outing people is a good idea in general. Yeah, that's true, because people get embarrassed and you never know what they will do. So you got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. You have to be careful when you're doing something like this. Please, please, please. I've seen too many incidents where the man got so mad, so mad. One guy went over to this lady's house, you know, and like she had, you know, she tried to bribe him or something for $5,000. I can't remember the whole story, but I think she said, "You give me $5,000. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you a story." Didn't he come over to her house or do something like that and chase her? She jumped in her car and took off, and he fired shots at her in her car, and she unalived, you know, he unalived her in the car with the weapon, something like that. It was a long time ago, but it was because she outed him. She walked in on him having sex with somebody, a guy that he was claiming to be his cousin. And it wasn't his cousin. Well, you know, maybe kissing cousins or something, but the man claimed to be, you know, they claimed to be cousins, and they were doing it, you know, she walked in on it. I got a restraining order on my ex-boyfriend in college because he threatened me. Exactly. Don't take these threats lightly. In my opinion, these threats mean that it's in them. They're very capable of doing what they say. I'm going to stand my ground. If a man makes me feel like I'm being threatened, it won't be a statistic. Yeah, that would be devastating. I would go in a hole for a little second. I don't want to talk to nobody. That's what I'm saying. Get gone. I still wouldn't. If you're going to do something like that, I would definitely not be nowhere where this man could find me. But, you know, they went to court. They went to court, you know. I probably would have, I don't know. Would I have went to court by myself? I don't know. I don't recommend anybody going to court by themselves, you know, because anything like this may happen, you know. Double thinking about how I would react. This is a hard one. I would move and start over. Yes, I would move too. Me, now that's what type of person I am. I would not be able to stay in the same city or state as someone that I just divorced, especially if it was a toxic marriage. I don't care, cut my losses. I don't care if I've been in Texas for 25 years. We just left a toxic relationship. I'm calling my girlfriend in 2 states over and say, move over, Bacon. Here comes Sizzling, because I'm coming to stay with you for a little bit until I get up on my feet. I would leave. I would not stay in the same state. I would not. I would not. I promise you I wouldn't. I would not. Somebody said it's easier said than done. I got that, but I'm telling you, me, Amora would move. Now, I know other people have other things they got to take care of, but Amora would move. I would move. Especially you'd have been threatening me during the relationship. Nah, I'm not sticking around. I'm not going to stick around for you to be mad one day and then all of a sudden you carry out what you said you're going to do to me. I just can't risk it. I wouldn't. I can't live. And that's another thing she put on her page. She said something about, I can't keep living in fear. Let me see if I can pull that one up. I think this is it right here. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, Lord, let me take that down. Do not want to even discuss that. Hold on. I think she said something like, I can't keep living in fear. Now, I don't know if they went and cleaned her page. Let me see. I don't think so. Because she said something about, I can't keep living in fear. And that was, and that's bold and strong as it is. Hold on. Let me see. She was a grandmother too. She was a mom, a grandmother, an auntie, you know, somebody's daughter. I'm just trying to see if I can get to the one where she said, I can't keep living in fear. I know she said that because apparently she was living in fear because this man had threatened her multiple times. And that's why she said, if something happens to me, he did it. He did it. He did it. I'm just trying to see if I see the one where she says, I can't keep living in fear. I know sometimes when stuff like this happen, the police asked you to go take stuff down. So I don't know if anybody has taken anything down off of her Facebook, because I know I seen it right when I saw it. Hey, Jarnell. I mean, is it Darnell? Yeah, Darnell. Hey, Darnell. How you doing? We just talking about this story of Krystal Evans and her husband, Tim Mallory, that unalived her in front of the courthouse. Yesterday after leaving church, being on the church. Oh no, that's something different. All right, well, anyway, trust me when I tell you, she posted, I can't keep living in fear. And she blogged about this man on her page. I don't see it right now, but she definitely put that on her page, that she cannot keep living in fear over this man. Okay, well, on August the 14th, she wrote, stop, move on. I posted about one of my good friends who is being very successful in the trucking business as a woman. This man wants to harass her. Her truck looks nothing like my dump truck, but he always wants to go after women and harass them. These men he don't mess within because he knows better. It's a weak man to keep coming after women. Tom Mallory, you are pathetic. Dump trucks were not stolen. They were repossessed because you didn't pay on them. Letting them hit my credit because they were in my name. I said I wasn't speaking on you anymore, but you're not going to keep coming at my friends that are women. A successful Black-owned woman business. Keep doing your thing, mama. Leave me and my friends alone. So this is August the 14th. She again telling this man, leave me alone. Leave my friends alone. Going about your way. You lying. Your trucks your trucks wasn't stolen, they were repossessed. So now, not only did she put out that he was down low, she also put out that he got his vehicles repossessed. Okay, so she was spilling the tea on this man. She was spilling the tea on this man. Okay, let me see if I can get to. And all along, they got a daughter. I don't even know why they would be doing this. And the daughter is an older daughter. She's not no baby or anything, you know? She's well in her 20s. Okay. I still don't see the one that she says, I can't keep living in fear. But I know that it's on there. I just don't see it right now. But anyway, I'm gonna read a couple more of your comments, and then we are going to end this one. And I'm not gonna end the live. I just decided I'm gonna continue on because I have another story I want to touch on, and I'm just gonna add them to the thumbnail when I finish, okay? So let me read a few more of your comments, and then we will move on to the next story, all right? She didn't go by herself. The judge told him to turn himself in on Monday. He left the courtroom first and waited on her and drove by and unalived her. Oh, yeah, she didn't go to court by herself. But when I say by herself, I meant like, I was thinking a bodyguard. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, her friend went with her, but I was thinking more like a bodyguard, like not another woman. I shouldn't say that they're not strong enough to protect, but I'm just saying like somebody that, had a weapon with them as well, Darnell said, hey, Maureen, hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Oh, wow. It's sad when people get caught up in these situations. Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. She did too much typing. Men don't know how to handle heartbreaks. They'll lose it all and won't give a care. You're right, Open Mind. The devil is busy. He is here to steal, kill, and destroy. If you don't know to call on God or God, call on positive people to help. I said you would crash. Okay, Deborah. The daughter couldn't have done anything. No, not the daughter. I'm thinking more like a bodyguard or something. But I mean, She had no idea that man was going to do that to her. But, you know, I think I just would have been, I would have took a man with me. You know, I don't know. I probably would have. Or I would have just asked to be in court virtually. If I knew he had to show up physically, I would not have wanted to show up physically with him by myself. Especially, you know, but she did say that she wasn't going to no longer live in fear, you know, but this man has threatened her multiple times. So let's go into our next story, y'all. So listen, y'all know I have been MIA on what has been going on in the Justin and Cora drama. Okay. Who wants a little bit about what's going on in the Justin and Cora drama? This kind of goes along with this story simply because y'all know they've been in some drama, some threats, some name calling, some toxicity, right? Some back and forth in the courts system, right? I am going to put up a snippet of this video. Now, this is not the whole live that he did the other day. I was only able to catch a small portion of it. Hold on one second. It's airdropping to me. Oh, Lord, this is crazy, y'all. Let me go and take these two down. It's airdropping. So Justin went on his profile, his page the other day and did a post. Now, he since deleted it and said, oh my God, Facebook is taking forever to upload my post. Well, we all know what that means, honey, because we know Facebook don't take no 24, 48, 72 hours to upload no video, okay? We know when we don't want no video to be uploaded, we ain't uploading it. Now, you know, if you on Facebook, when you post a video, it says, do you want to post it for 30 days? Or you have an option to leave it up there forever, right? Well, you also have an option to delete it, okay? You have an option to delete it. Apparently, it was a reason that he did not want to keep that video up, all right? So we're going to play this video of him from the other day. Now, first of all, let me give, for those that don't know, who don't know about the Justin and Cora story, raise your hand. I'm going to go over it just a little bit. They too got a divorce, a public nasty divorce online about 2 years ago, right? Or they split up about 2 years ago and online or split, let me see, well, whenever. But anyway, they got a divorce. It was nasty. It was horrible. They have kids together, so they have to co-parent, but they've been taking shots back and forth with each other over the time. Now they are facing a court hearing real soon about custody and visitation and other things that, you know, civil rights violations, like, you know, he don't want to allow her kids to get passports. He don't want to allow her to post her children online and don't want her to be able to take the kids back to her. Today. Okay. So now, first of all, I will say he hasn't been coming out doing videos a lot lately, right? Well, not on the drama. It appears that he's been trying, I ain't gonna say fully, because we know he hasn't, with those subliminals and stuff like that. But for a little bit, he's been trying to not entertain the foolishness, right? The drama, the past drama. It seemed like he was trying to move on. He was not online, but he was throwing shots here and there. And then, you know, because the man he another one that just can't move on. But anyway, so he finally opens his mouth. And I'm assuming that the reason why he opened his mouth is because Cora came out and told the world on her page that he messed up a deal for their daughter. Their daughter got a deal with LA Models, right? And the deal was supposed to pay them a lot of money to where, you know, at first she said it would help her pay her mortgage. And then she said she would put the money in his bank account, okay? Or the child's bank account, June's bank account. Nevertheless, she called him up on the phone, asked him, told him what was going on. And he says, no, under no circumstances, no. I do not want her online. So the fact that he said she was supposed to unbox clothes and try them on online. He says no, right? Now, let me just tell you how I feel about this. Because a lot of people were in the comments saying things like, oh, he just want her money. He just want her money. Now, I believe because they do currently share 50-50 custody, if she was going to be getting money from June, either every penny of it, I'm talking about 100%, should have went into a trust fund for June, or some of it should have went in the trust fund for June, and the other amount should have been split between her and him. That is my opinion on it, right? A lot of people may not see it the way I do, but they have 50-50 custody, okay? It's not just her children, it's not just his children. So if they were making money off of a modeling deal, I do believe that they should have put either 100% in her bank account, or again, a percentage of it in her bank account, and the other percentage should have been split between the two parents. In my opinion, that is fair. But that's not even what he went on a rampage about, okay? Well, let me just say it like this. The part that I got is not him going on a rampage about June. He went on a rampage to explain how every woman that he has ever been with has done him wrong, okay? They have always been the one that just, oh, woe is me type shit. They've always been the one that did something to him. The reason why the relationship fell was because of the female. They either wanted to use him for something, right? They wanted to get with him for his status. They wanted to just, do the brother wrong is what he's saying. So listen, when I do this thumbnail, right, I'm going to include the girl that he recently just ended the relationship with, or she ended it with him, Summer. Because guess what? When he says all women, he's talking about Summer too. He's talking about Summer too. Now, let me tell you something before I play this video. Summer is from America. Summer is from Mississippi. Summer is not going to allow this man to do to her what he has done to Cora. Okay? Summer is going to come out and speak the fact that he alluded to every woman coming into his life to use him for a come up, a status, or whatever the case may be. Baby, when I tell you Summer is coming, she's coming. Okay, she's coming. All right, but let's listen to the video and then let's talk about it, okay? Here we go. Turn up your volumes.
As many of you guys have been following my story, you guys have seen all the harassment by all these bloggers, my ex-wife, just everyone, primarily all women. And I did get to a point where I was absolutely starting to, and there's this huge women supporting women movement, and it doesn't even matter if the woman's right and woman's wrong. It really doesn't matter anymore. It's just, if you're a woman, women are going to band together to support another woman, even if she's wrong, even if she's crazy, even if whatever. And so I have gone through quite a process in the last 3 years of my relationship with women. It's affected my relationship with all women. In fact, I'm pretty much very, very rarely have dated in the last 3 years, and including there was about a 15-month time span where I didn't want anything to do with women in my house outside of professional circumstances, or just even interacting with women. I was like, if I had the capacity to be attracted to men, I would have gone that direction, because I was so disenchanted with the way women act, the way they think.
Now, do I have any men in the house? Any men in the house? Can you raise your hand if you are a man? Because I just want to ask y'all a question. Any men? Any men? Raise your hand. Because this man literally just said for about 15 months, he went through a period of time that if Darnell said he got the capacity. Darnell, this man said he went through 15 months of, if he had the capacity, he would have dated men. Listen, who says that? Who even said, what man says for 15 months if he had the capacity? What is the capacity? What's he even talking about? What is the capacity to date men? The capacity, meaning that he had the, did he mean the girth? Like, what is he even talking about? If he had the, I gotta run that back, y'all, because when I heard that, basically he said, if, I don't know if he meant the heart, he said if he had the capacity to date men, he would have, because that's just how over he was over you mother effing women, okay? Darnell said, oh, he got it. I believe he do too. I believe he do too. Who says that? When I heard this, I'm like, wait a minute, let me run this back. Hold on, let me run it back, because this man said if he had the capacity to date men, he would have, because he through with you women. He's sick of you women. He tired of y'all, child. He don't want no more fish, okay? He said if he had the capacity, oh, he got it, huh? Hold on, let's listen to him again. He said for about 15 months. Well, what 15 months? Because he ain't even been over Summer that long. So while he was with Summer, he was thinking of, you know, a weed whacker. I'm just asking for a friend. But anyway, let's listen to it again.
They band together to destroy men. It just really became a very negative topic for me. I mean, over the last 3 years, I've had women reach out to me and and try to take advantage of my emotional vulnerability and try to be my friend, try to emotionally comfort me, try to act like they see what I'm going through and try to be there and lift me up. And as soon as they finish that, they go out on social media and then try to tarnish my reputation with more lies. It was just a plot. So so how did I mend my relationship with women? Because it really got to the point where, like, this is not healthy. I have 2 daughters. I have a mother.
Let me rewind it. How did I miss it? Let's go back.
They band together to destroy men. It just really became a very negative topic for me. I mean, over the last 3 years, I've had.
Wait a minute. Why? Hold on.
Quite a process in the last 3 years of my relationship with women. It's affected my relationship with all women. In fact, I'm pretty much very, very rarely have dated in the last 3 years, and including there was about a 15-month time span where I didn't want anything to do with women in my house outside of professional circumstances, or just even interacting with women. I was like, if I had the capacity to be attracted to men, I would have gone that direction, because I was so disenchanted with the way women act, the way they think.
If he had the capacity to date men, he would have went in that direction. Now, here's the thing. Now, I'm going to continue to play it, but I don't like the way Darnell said it's giving little spoon. Little spoon. Now, I don't like the way he's now trying to blame all the women, trying to use him, abuse him, play on his emotions. Like, listen to this foolery. I'm going to let it run through, and I'm going to try my best not to stop it and laugh at his ass. But let's listen to this man and his foolery, y'all, and let's talk about it, because this is insane. How you blame a woman for every freaking thing that went on in your damn relationship. It's another one of these brothers out here don't want to take responsibility and accountability for their bullshit. Listen to this man. Listen to this man.
Very, very rarely have dated in the last 3 years, and including there was about a 15-month time span where I didn't want anything to do with women in my house outside of professional circumstances, or just even interacting with women. I was like, if I had the capacity to be attracted to men, I would have gone that direction, because I was so disenchanted with the way women act, the way they think, the way they band together to destroy men. It just really became a very negative topic for me. I mean, over the last 3 years, I've had women reach out to me and try to take advantage of my emotional vulnerability and try to be.
I'm sorry. I got to stop it one more time. Listen, I got to stop it one more time because is he trying to say, you know, he was turned off from from women, right? So is he trying to say if the right man would have approached him, he would have went there? Is that what he's trying to say? Because he said if he had the capacity. I'm thinking that if one of these other crime men on the internet, and he's going to mention a few in a few minutes, y'all, so y'all going to know exactly who he's talking about. But is he trying to say if one of these other crime men on the internet would have called him up on the phone, then he would have ended up getting with them? Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like he was one hand snap away from bending over and touching his toe. Anyway, somebody said rewind it. Okay, I'm going to rewind it one more time and I'm going to let it play because this joker is, oh, honey, he went on a I Hate Women tour today. You hear me? No, this didn't happen today. This was a couple of days ago. But he went on a I Hate Women tour, baby. You hear me? I hate women. They all like, I just want to be with a man because this man even went on and said he didn't even like the sound of a woman's voice. He didn't like the way they thought. This man said he didn't even like the way, the mentality of a woman. What is the mentality of a woman? Oh my God. I didn't even like their mentality. I just didn't like the way they band together. Like, what the fuck? Jesus, help me, Lord. Listen to this fool, Lord.
There was about a 15-month time span where I didn't want anything to do with women in my house outside of professional circumstances or just even interacting with women. I was like, if I had the capacity to be attracted to men, I would have gone that direction.
We ain't gonna get through this video if Darnell is in here, y'all. We are not gonna get through this video. Darnell said whole he said whole ruin. If he would have been allowed a conversation with the right man in the right situation, he would have bent over, touched your toes, and do what? He would have been face down. Okay, Amor, get it together. Get it together. Okay, I just couldn't believe he said he was, for 15 months, he was checking on the other side. I can't believe Justin came out here and told everybody he had gay vibes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to be bent over. He wanted, if it would have been I believe you, Darnell, if the right man would have came along, hey, the girls would have had two dads. That's all I got to say. Oh, Jesus mercy. I don't know why he trying to pretend. Come on out now. Now, he might be a DL because I just don't see a real man saying that. Not a real man, but, you know, one that's not, you know, that like other men or whatever. But I just don't believe that anybody would say that. But yeah, this is crazy. Oh my God, let's run it again.
Very, very rarely have dated in the last 3 years, and including there was a...
Wait a minute, why is he lying? That man had 4 girlfriends since his divorce that we know of. Them on the 4 that he brought out to social media. Okay, I'm gonna try to run it because I'm gonna keep on stopping this damn video and we ain't gonna never get through it. It's only like 15 minutes or something like that or whatever. All right, y'all. This man said I rarely dated. What's rarely date? People that's rarely date got cobwebs down there. Okay. This man, we seen 4 black women that he done brought to the internet. You know he like them black, baby, dark skin, all of them dark skin. Okay. While y'all over here be tripping on dark skin, honey, Justin would love him a dark skin girl, but I can't help him, child. I ain't got nothing for him. Okay. But listen. 4 women that we seen ourselves. Now he's working on the 5th one, that lawyer. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But listen, 4 women that we've seen ourselves, and he said he rarely dates. What you call that? This man had a woman in his house 2 weeks after the separation. Hell, the damn shit, they weren't even separated good. You hear me? He had a woman in his house. Man, make it make sense. Anyway, let's go, y'all.
About a 15-month time span where I didn't want anything to do with women in my house outside of professional circumstances or just even interacting with women. I was like, if I had the capacity to be attracted to men, I would have gone that direction because I was so disenchanted with the way women act, the way they think, the way they band together to destroy.
He said he was. Okay, I'm sorry. He didn't like the way women act, the way they think. Like, come on. If you don't like the way a woman act, come on, man. Are you for real? This dude is, oh my God. That's why he deleted the damn video. He didn't want y'all to know that he wanted to be face down.
With women in my house, outside of professional circumstances, and or just even interacting with women. I was like, if I had the capacity to be attracted to men, I would have gone that direction, because I was so disenchanted with the way women act, the way they think, the way they band together to destroy men. It just really became a very negative topic for me. I mean, over the last 3 years, I've had women reach out to me and try to take advantage of my emotional vulnerability, and try to be my friend, try to emotionally comfort me.
How can a woman take advantage of your emotional vulnerability? He reached out to those women. Why is he lying? Oh, I had women reach out to me. I'm assuming he's talking about his bloggers, you know, like the Lolos, I can't even think of the other women name, the Krystals, the Kimberlys, the other women or whatever, like, and the Summers. Like, come on. He act like he ain't jump in their inbox. You know what I mean? And invite them to his home. Oh my God.
Try to act like they see what I'm going through and try to be there and lift me up. And as soon as they finish that, they go out on social media and then try to tarnish my reputation with more lies. It was just a plot. So how did I mend my relationship?
Y'all know I don't like victim players, right? I don't like these mofos out here to be acting like they victims. And right now he's gonna make me gurgitate because he is acting like a freaking victim. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna stop stopping this thing. Ooh, Jesus.
Women, because it really got to the point where, like, this is not healthy. I have 2 daughters, I have a mother, and not all women are these evil creatures that I see on the internet. Many women on here have been supporting me since day one, and but it was quite a process for me to trust any woman. And I know that many women go through that with men. So, and about 90% of my followers are women. So I'm going to talk about this from a perspective of I'm a man being betrayed, hurt, and harassed and by women. But these same tactics can be applied for women that have been wronged by men, and because you can't hate the opposite gender. You just can't. Like, that's just not a healthy way to live life. And if you have children and you have male or female family members, it's just not a spiritually, emotionally healthy way to. What did I do? About, I would say, 4 or 5 months ago, one of my friends reached out to me and was like, hey, you need to really join this group. And this group was a group of men. There were celebrities in there, business people in there. There was a bunch of just different people from different walks of life. And a lot of them were domestic violence survivors, not necessarily physical. Physical is not the only way of domestic violence. There's actually emotions and manipulation tactics that can be very dangerous.
But he physically abused his wife. He put hands on her. He cussed her out. He called her all types of H's, C's, W's, B's. But yet he want to talk about some domestic violence victims. This dude.
Damaging to a man's mental health, as well as many false allegations online. So this is a group of men that basically support each other and they help each other and keep each other accountable. So the first exercise that I was given was to remain, which I have been, and to be friends with 10 women, have 10 women as friends. That's completely platonic, and just be friends with them and just spend time with them and see them as a human and just be completely platonic and just enjoy them in your space without any expectations, strings attached, anything else. And I started doing that.
Now, y'all know if Justin would have befriended 10 damn women, all 10 of them women would be on his social media page. Come on, y'all. That man don't know 10 women, except for the 10 women he probably just cheated with Cora with.
seeking out female friendships and spending time with females in a completely platonic way. And it would be very apparent from the beginning that this is just a platonic friendship. And I just started spending time with women without any expectations, without just being around the opposite gender in a safe place. And I've been doing that for about 6 months. And yes, no, I'm not really dating.
I did that background, y'all. Calm down. I did that background. That's my background I did on him.
That much. I'm still in the process of really, I've tried to start relationships again, but that distrust of the female gender has really hindered my ability to have a healthy, productive relationship. And because when you're not in the law of attraction state, you attract where you are currently in vibrational state. I wasn't attracting the best women because I was not in the best place myself. So to start healing those wounds of trust, I just had to be around women that wanted nothing from me, that just to be friends, go to the beach, do activities, and that was really helpful. So women out there, I see a lot of women out here hating me, and it's probably because they're projecting their pain of, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. They're projecting their pain of some man that hurt them. I've said this many times online. I'm not the man that hurts you. So the women out there projecting, they're the women out there that are talking bad about me, that are lying, whatever. I mean, the stuff's out there crazy. It's crazy stuff. It's literally clickbaity. It's pathetic. It's evil. Karma's going to come for their ass. But not all women are evil. So on Facebook, most of these bloggers are evil as shit, and they're going to rot in hell. But that doesn't mean that all women are like that.
He said the bloggers on Facebook are evil as shit, and they're going to rot in hell because they're blogging about his lies. They gonna rot in hell. Come on, who does he sound like? Anyway, let's continue.
That was a mental hurdle that I had to get over. So, and one of the things that really helped me was just hanging out with women without any like physical touch off the table. Like, I made it very clear from the beginning. I just want a friend that's a female that I can just hang out with and have, like, don't try it with me. I'm just going to be your friend.
Don't try it with me. Like, come on, dude. What man tell a woman, don't try it with me now? Don't try nothing with me. He a prize. Like, come on. Don't try with me. I just want to be your friend. Man, please, who are you hanging out with that everybody want to be all slobbering over you? No, don't try it with me. Don't try it with me. I just want to be your friend. That's it. That's all. Like, come on. So
that was the first thing I did. And then I would say about 2 months ago, I was suggested to do kind of like it was kind of an energetic ritual, which is essentially what you do is you write down, and this seems weird, but I can't tell you how liberating it was. From maybe it's a psychology standpoint, energetic, cleaning your aura fields, cutting those spiritual bonds, as you say. But essentially, I just sat around some fire. There was one facing north, south, east, west, and I just sat in the middle for like 8 hours. And all I did was write in a notebook every single person that I had ever had sex with. And I wrote down their name, and I wrote something about them, something I remembered about them, something it could be positive or negative. And and you would just write the simple sentence. I love you, I forgive you, please forgive me, and thank you. And I just wrote that for every single person in my life that I'd ever had sex with. It was a positive interaction or a negative interaction. And I just wrote it down in the notebook, as well as anybody else in life that had wronged me, even if I hadn't had any sex. I just wrote things down, and I just sat there and wrote everything from childhood to teenager to college to post-college, China, Nigeria, LA, and I just wrote down every single thing I could think of. I sat in the middle of this fire for like, I don't even know how long it was. I got there at like 6 a.m. and I think I got out of the fire at like 2 or 3 p.m. And at the end of it, I burned that notebook.
It took him 8 hours to write down all the things that somebody done did to him or what he done did to people. It took him 8 hours in a fire. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, we know who he was writing about, right?
And it was kind of like I was a virgin again. It was really interesting. It was like I felt I felt like I had no attachment to any of these people that I had had any sort of relationship with, any sort of physical touch, any sort of sexual relationship, emotional relationship, spiritual relationship. And it was like I cut all those bonds. And that might seem kind of woo-woo. And for me, I was like, how is it? I was just following the direction of my mentor, who was a man in the group that had been through far worse things than me, actually, which was kind of crazy. And I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I felt a lot better. And many of you guys have noticed that in the last, I would say, month, that I'm very positive. I'm exercising. I'm making content that's exclusively based.
He can't even spit that shit out of his mouth because he's lying. He's been throwing subliminals and shit, right? He may not have been out here going back and forth. Why? Because they have a court hearing coming up. But baby, he's even gonna say it. He's even gonna say it in his video that the reason why he ain't been saying this and that is because he got a court hearing coming up. But he's lying. You ain't been no damn positive. Like, you still been throwing subliminals. Still.
Based on bettering myself emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, in every way. And I would directly link it to mending my own trust issues and my own thought processes and my own, that wound of what the female gender has done to me, unjustifiably, for sure. And
do you see this weak shit though? It just makes me mad. He makes me want to cuss. Like, men like him make me cuss, y'all. Like, I'm about to I ain't taking accountability. Now let me stop. But no, this man literally, like, what these women has done to me, what the female, whatever I'm trying to say, has done to me. Look what the females did to me. Look what the women have done to me. Like, what? Female species. That's what I was trying to say. Female species has done to me.
And I didn't realize how much that those wounds, all those betrayals, all the people that tried to pretend to be my friends and then turn around and talk badly about unjustifiably, just for social media views, likes, attention, because it gets way more attention. It gets you way more attention on this Facebook app and social media to hate the white man, to hate the man, because.
Did y'all hear that? Let's run that back right quick. I need to run that back right quick.
Pretend to be my friends and then turn around and talk badly about me unjustifiably, just for social media views, likes, attention, because it gets way more attention. It gets you way more attention on this Facebook app and on social media to hate the white man, to hate the man, because.
Do y'all hear that? Y'all got to put it in the comments, baby. Y'all heard what this joker said.
Those wounds, all those betrayals, all the people that tried to pretend to be my friends and then turn around and talk badly about me unjustifiably, just for social media views, likes, attention, because it gets way more attention. It gets you way more attention on this Facebook app and on social media to hate the white man, to hate the man, because.
To hate the white man. This joker said it gets way more attention to hate the white man. This victim playing mofo gets on my nerves. Like, he say hate the white man. We got a black man out here talking about they hate the black man. Like, what type of content is this for these weak men to come online with this bull crap? Oh, they just hating on the black man. They just hating on the white man. Like, come on. Where do we get these crybabies from? Have they always been here? Or did they just fall out the sky? Where the hell are they coming from? Get thee away from me. Jeez. They coming on here talking about me. They always talking about me. What? Yeah, he did try to play the race card, Natalie.
There's so many women that don't give two shits what the woman did wrong. They're going to support it. I mean, you see it everywhere. Hashtag women supporting women. They don't care if the woman is Hitler. They don't care if the woman's a mass murderer. They're going to support her just simply because she is a woman. And that's the way the society is going. And it's crazy. It's crazy that the court systems are against men, social media are against men. How many men on social media?
He's up here hollering that everybody's against men because he don't want people to look at the things that he did. He want people to ignore everything he did. This man, now listen, now y'all know we've been on. We was involved in the LaTruth saga. Now that's behind us, right? We done with that. But here's the thing: we was involved in the LaTruth saga. This is so close to it, right? And guess what he's saying? This man right here, though. Let me say this first. This man right here brought his own shit to social media. This man literally said he was gonna do what? Let me play it again for those that may not remember. Hold on, do I even still have it? Let me play this for those that.
Okay, let's address something really quick. Why did I bring my business to the internet in the first place? It's because I'm smart. I knew exactly what was gonna happen. I was told exactly what was gonna happen. So I made a strategic move to protect myself. It's called Hollywood 101. If you know when somebody's going to go, you know for sure somebody's going to go try to destroy your character on the internet, you do it first. So that's why I did that. Not because I feel good about it. Not because I wanted to. Truly didn't want to. Actually, I truly didn't want to. But I was left with no choice. I was left with no choice. And I accepted the consequences of that choice. The consequences of not making that choice would have been far more severe. So, it's called using this. I was a fantastic husband. Fucking fantastic. I supported, loved, adored, and dedicated my life.
And this guy, he started his own stuff. He brought his stuff to social media. Most of y'all in the comments already know, but we do have a few new followers that I just wanted to let them know. This man brought all his relationship drama to social media, calling his wife a whore, but in Nigerian words. What is it, y'all? Drop it in the comments. A shawa or something like that. I may be saying it wrong. A shawa, but awasha. But anyway, he called his wife, a C word that, black men don't normally say, but white men say it all the time. The C-U-N-T word. Yeah, that word. And a W, a H, a B, a A, a T, a R, a L, a P, a Q, and a S. Okay, he called her all of that right there. Okay, and now he want to sit here and be like, oh, all these women started it with me. Ashawa. That's what it is. That part. He did all of this, and now he want to act like a victim. No, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not, sir. You will not. You will not act like a victim and get away with it. No, sir.
Seeing how great of a father they are, have hate groups dedicated to them. Look at what's happening to the Hurt twins. Look what happened to LaTruth. There's
yeah, now that's the part I wanted to come to. You see that? Now I'm gonna tell you something. Now I don't know if he's been over here on my YouTube page checking me out, but y'all know I covered both. I covered the LaTruth story. I covered the Hurt story. I covered his story. What do they all have in common? Huh? What do they all have in common? They talk just alike. The only difference is the Hurt twin guy, Jerron, was not married to his baby mama. He wasn't married. That's it. But the fact that he just said, look at this. Now, I don't know if he's trying to throw a shot at me or is he just speaking in general because he agrees with their shenanigans, okay? Let's play it again because he just called out the two other guys that I've been blogging on. So that sounds very, suspect to me, okay?
They don't care if the woman's a mass murderer. They're going to support her just simply because she is a woman. And that's the way the society is going. And it's crazy. It's crazy that the court systems are against men, social media are against men. How many men on social media who are showcasing how great of a father they are have hate groups dedicated to them? Look at what's happening to the Hurt twins. Look what happened to LaTruth.
Now, see, for him to even say that out of his mouth without doing any research, right, to provide facts, but yet you want to say they're showing how great of a father they are. He don't even know this man's background. He don't know that the Hurt twins' father, right, has a long, extensive criminal background, okay, that has domestic violence, that has drug use, that has DUIs, right? He put his baby mama out of the house with her other child in the middle of the night. Now, I had came to you guys and told y'all that she said it was 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He said it wasn't 3 or 4. He said it was 11. Now, when he said it was 11, I assumed that it was 11 during the daytime. How about this man just did an interview the other day and this man said it was 11 o'clock at night? It's still dark outside. Who puts their family out at 11 o'clock at night? How is it different? How is 11 o'clock at night different than 3 or 4 in the morning? That's still a crazy hour to be put out the house. Did y'all hear that? Oh, we're going to get on him next. Not today. We're going to do him maybe tomorrow, okay? But the fact that this man is saying they showing that they great fathers when he don't even know the background of these men. He don't know the background. And they don't know the background of him. They don't know what he did to Cora while being married to her. They don't know what he did to her in Korea. Not Korea, but China. They don't know what he did to her in Nigeria. And they don't know what he did to her in California. But just because of somebody come out here and show pictures and videos of them with their damn kids do not make them a good father or a good mother. Please believe that. Stop believing that people come out and showcase kids online, meaning they're good parents. The hell?
There's like all these men that if they show that they're a good father on social media, there are these mass hysteria of women that will come and try to tear those men down simply because they love and adore children. And that's exactly why my children are not online. They're not supposed to be online. There's a court order that they're not going to be online. I will probably never want them to be online again because of these toxic groups.
But see, that's the thing. That's that white privilege that I don't like about him, right? The fact that he just said, I will probably never want them to be online. It ain't up to you, Justin. You can want all you want to. You're not the only parent. It's up to the judge. The fact that he said, I will probably never want them. Yeah, you may not want them. And the reason why he don't want them online is because he wants to be able to have them online and not Cora. Okay? Let's get that right. He don't want Cora to have them online. He wants to be able to make all the money off of his biracial daughters. Okay?
Groups of women that are out there to destroy men. So this is something that I just kind of felt the need to share with. I'm kind of not doing as much of this talking head stuff just to make sure I don't say anything that I shouldn't. But because I do have court cases coming up.
Boom. And that's why, the fact that he's saying that he's been out being positive for a month or two. No, he got a court case coming up and she already got a lot of evidence on him and he don't want her to gather more evidence, right? His lawyer probably told him to shut your hole, shut your pie hole, okay? His lawyer probably told him to stop talking because she has a lot of information on him coming out here calling her all these names and doing the most, trying to destroy her in front of everybody. His lawyer probably shut him up because before he had a lawyer, he was out of control. At least now that he have a lawyer, somebody that ringed him in just a little, Ugh.
And I mean, so I'm actually talking to you women, not the negative ones, not the positive ones that are like trying to promote positivity, but the people that are out there actively destroying men that they don't know because of some man that hurt them. So I actively encourage the women in here that are spend your time being a little keyboard warrior, trying to take out and project your hurt on the internet to destroy some random strange man on the internet because some other woman states that he's a bad guy. So then you guys form this little army and you try to destroy that man.
All right, so that's the little bit that I have. If anybody have any more, that's the only part that I know that I'm gonna talk about that, but not right now. Please don't come in changing the topics. Please do not come in changing the topics. Everybody's been warned. I got 211 in here. Please do not come change the topics. I've already been informed, but thank you. But again, that's the little bit I have. If anybody have the rest, please let me know. But yes, the fact that this man had the audacity to do, the reason why Justin took that down, that was not a good look, okay? No, it's okay. It's okay. You probably didn't know. But that was not a good look for him, okay? Not at all. He wants to play the victim. Now, did y'all hear anywhere in that video that he took any responsibility of anything that he's done to women? The things that he's done to women? Did it sound like at all that Justin took any responsibility of anything that he's done to women? It was all the women to come into my life to use me, to pretend to be my friend, pretend to love me and care for me, and they did this to me and they did that to me, and I've had to heal from women. And over a 15-month period, I thought about switching over and pitching for the other team because I just didn't like the way women thought, the way they act, the way they talk, their mentality. I just didn't like nothing about women for about 15 months. He lied. He hasn't even been single for 15 months. That man has not been single. That man has not been without a woman for 15 months. Why? Because he's flaunted them online. He's only been divorced for 2 years, you know? And shortly after the filing of the divorce, he was with another woman online. You know, Costa Rica. Was it Costa Rica? Or whatever that, I think it was Costa Rica. I can't remember. Well, no, not Costa Rica. It started with a B. Was it Belize? Wherever he was, I can't remember, but he was with another woman, lying up, telling him he gonna get his wife. The black woman, you know, that's a model or something. And she was like, take all that stuff down. I don't want to lose no deals messing with you, right? Or was it the DR? I thought it was like Belize or something start with a B. You know? Brazil. Was it Brazil? I think it was Brazil. Yeah. He was with another woman then. And then he was with a woman, you know, that I want to say she was from Nigeria. Another woman, right? And then the Mississippi girl, Summer. Those are the ones that we've seen with our own eyes, right? I guarantee you, didn't he just come on just maybe a month ago? He had like a red shirt on and he said he was cutting his hair or something. He said, I'm going on a date, right? I'm going on a date. Was he going on a date with a man? But anyway, it's the audacity for him to try to come out here and try to blame women for his problems, blame women for hurting him, blame women for his mental state. Yes, it was Brazil, I think. Blame women. That's what he's trying to do. Oh, they tried to befriend me, and then they turned around and they talked about me for likes and views and comments. Now, he's talking about his bloggers on that because, I mean, who else tried to befriend him, right? He's talking about the bloggers that was, you know, working for him, hating against Cora. You know what I'm saying? But for this man to try to come out and act like, oh, woe is me, everything has happened to me, and all I am is just this loving guy who wants to love on his kids and protect them so much, and all these women have just been doing bad and wrong things to me, you know? No, dude. What type of fraggle bull is that? Anyway, I had to show y'all that little clip. You know, I can't wait till they go to court. I think it's October the 19th, is it, somebody? I have to look it up again, but I want to say it's October 19th. She said, Amor, I can't remember. Wasn't his mother running her mouth too at one point? Yes, indeed. The mother defended him, girl. She defended him, you know, trying to say, oh, Cora threatened or said that she wanted him to unalive himself or something like that, you know? Yes, I know, you guys. I'm going to end the live if you guys keep coming in telling me things that we're not talking about. That's one of the rules. Do I need to go over the rules again? Don't try to change the storyline. This is not about Diddy right now. We've heard Diddy's been arrested. As soon as I get offline, I'm going to go run and find out about it. But I don't want to start blogging about something until I see it myself and find out what's going on, because, you know, that's how a lot of rumors and stuff get started. Okay. She said, Amor, remember he showed the limousine saying he was going on a date? Yes. And we busted him out because that was an old photo. He had went and got an old photo of a limousine and pretended that some woman was taking him out to eat, right? It was all a lie. It was all a lie to try to make Cora jealous, or maybe Summer jealous. But let me tell y'all something. You know, Cora is, you know, she's learning the American way. I would say from the first time I started watching her until now, like, the girl is getting it, right? She getting it on point. She knows it does not seem like she's afraid of this man anymore, right? But let me tell you something. I still don't think that she has the fire behind her that an American woman would have. And what I mean by that is, this man don't know who he's messing with when it comes to, it's okay, Outlaw Bella. It's okay, baby. This man, it's okay, you guys. This man don't know who he's messing with when he come out on a Mississippi woman and try to accuse her of trying to get with him for a come up. When I tell you, listen, I bet you he probably called Summer on the phone and told Summer that he wasn't talking about her. Because if Summer finds out that this man even alluded to her trying to use him for a come up, she coming behind him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Summer is going to talk, baby. She's already been throwing out subliminals anyway. Let's not act like we ain't seen them, okay? That Mississippi girl is going to come out and speak. You hear me? She said she been moving to her own beat of her drums. She has a free spirit. But I'm telling you, yeah, you talking about Cora? Yes, Summer is going to come out and talk if that man haven't called her on the phone and said, okay, I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you. You know, I was not referring to you. Now, he may have to do some house cleaning tomorrow. He may have to come out and literally say, I wasn't talking about Summer. Because if not, I do believe Summer will come out and say something, you know? Because I'm going to tell you something. You got to be careful who face you want to play in. That man said all women. And then he tried to downplay. She said, your link is not working. Oh, my coffee link? Somebody dropped my coffee link down there. She said, if Summer comes out, it's going to break him. Ooh! If Summer come out, it's going to break the internet, baby. Because you know it's going to be a whole lot of bloggers on top of him, baby. You hear me? A whole lot of bloggers is going to be on top of him, period. I think this one right here works, y'all. It looks like she left out to talk about it with the more at the end. But I think that one works. But thank y'all so very much. But I'm going to tell you, if Summer comes out, I'm going to try to be the first. But I'm probably not going to be the first because, you know, listen, whoever going to be the first, I'm going to blog about it if she comes out. I wish I could get her on the platform, but, you know, we'll see if somebody can jump in her inbox and ask her if she's ready to talk. Because, listen, Justin threw some shots at her as well. That man said he ain't really dated over 3 years. Like, come on, dude, you a whole liar. Just what, 2 weeks ago, it was two years I've been silent. 2 years I've been silent, but he's already then started the 3 years crap. 3 years. I haven't really dated over 3 years. Dude, so is that not dating? Unless he's talking about a serious long-term relationship. Because how long did he date Summer, you guys? Wasn't it at least a year? When you call that dating? You know? KO needs to be aggressive with this man because he is not backing down. She needs to put him in his place once and for all. Yes, I will. I think it's her temperament because I'm telling you, it wouldn't be me. Man, I had him, he wouldn't even want to come out to the internet and say shat because everything that he said, every time he came out to the internet with something, I come to the internet with something. You hear me? You hear me? I make that man, he talking about he wanted to make her shut up. I would have made him shut up. Because every time he came out and said something, I would have came out and said something, you know? The judge would have told both of us to shut our mouths. Shut it up. Shut it up right now. You hear me? Shut it up. But anyway, their court case is coming up next month. So we're just going to be continually watching for it. But I thought I'd just bring y'all that little tea that he, you know, he deleted the video and trying to say that it didn't upload. But if anybody had the other half of the video, I would gladly appreciate it. But, you know, I'm pretty sure some people probably didn't even think to record at the time because they was like, oh, as soon as he finished, I'm going to get the recording. But that joker took it down. He removed it. And I believe he removed it because he probably thought about it and was like, oh, me telling people that, you know, if I had the capacity to be with a man, I would have. You know what I'm saying? That and the fact that, you know, he did try to blame everything on women. It's the woman's fault. It's the woman's fault. It's the woman's fault. I didn't do anything wrong. It was the woman's fault. No, that's not how it goes. Absolutely not how it goes. So anyway, but let's end it here. I've been on live for 2 hours. Thank you guys very much for showing up. Thank you, Sonia, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you, Teresa, for becoming a part of our YouTube family. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Candy. These some punk-ass men. My uncle and grandfather wouldn't like this. Damn victims, and more victims. Like, come on. Where these men come from? Like, these internet victims just, child. Anybody single out there, I don't know how y'all do it. My hat is definitely off to y'all because, baby, it's some Mitches out here, okay? Male itches. That's what's out here. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the coffee right quick. I think something did come through. Let me just give them a thank you right quick. I got to put my whole password up in this joker. Oh, shoot. Will you let me? Oh, it won't let me. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Makes no sense. He blocked me. I got another page, but it only has older posts. Oh. She said, Amor, do you know who is this new black woman that he's been around? Well, apparently it's a lawyer friend of his that's also a singer and a dancer, you know? But I think it's a woman that he's trying to woo himself into a relationship with. But as I was listening to her story, she has a troubled background, not troubled, but trauma background, just like, you know, Cora had. Well, Cora had a little trauma because, you know, her mama died and stuff like that or whatever. And she was ARD, you know, she said that in her book. So it seems like he looked for these women that have like these, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of broken a little bit, I guess if that's the word, broken backgrounds. And he try to, go in and try to be their savior. And I think that's how he woo these women. Like, oh, I totally understand, And he probably put like what happened to him as a child. Well, this is what happened to me. And, he tries to go and get these women that's somewhat broken or not all the way healed. And then he go after them. Now, I don't know how old this young lady is. Does anybody else know how old she is? But apparently she's a singer, dancer, and a lawyer. Yes, try to be their white knight. You said it right, Nick. Try to be their white knight, exactly. Come in and be their white. But do you notice they all somewhat look alike, slim in the figure, kind of short hair? Well, Summers didn't have short hair. We don't know what type of hair she had up underneath that, but anyway, but slim. They model, they dance. Is he just attracted to models and dancers and singers? Or is he trying to replace Cora? What y'all think? He trying to get close to Cora as he can. Most of these men do. Most of these men, when they get a divorce, they try to go and get a person that's very close to what they lost. So they feel like they didn't lose anything. That's my opinion, you know? And I believe that that's what he's doing. He's trying to get a woman that, you know, has talents. And then I think he wants to do it because he wants another woman that he can claim he built so that they can make a lot of money on social media. Now, the thing that gets me is he thinks that he has what it takes to get them where they're going. You know, if y'all heard him say, he said, I want to promote her on my page. Please go follow her. I want everybody to go follow her right now. What she don't understand is that's a disaster waiting to happen, because guess what? The moment that she don't date him or she's not entertaining him no more, what is he going to do? He's going to tell these people they broke it off or whatever, and these people going to come behind her. You know, but she doesn't know any better. The new lady. She don't know no better. But he wants to be, the reason why he tells these people, go follow her, go follow her, go follow her, because he wants to be able to say, I got you these followings. You built your platform because of me. But see, the difference between some of these other women that he's been trying to push for, you know, modeling and dancing and this, that, and the other is they don't have the same talent that Cora has. Cora have a different type of talent than them, you know? Not saying that they can't sing, not saying that they can't dance. Cora also has a personality that people love. Some people love it and some people don't, you know? But I just feel like he thinks that he's trying to build another Cora. He likes that $75,000 a month that she was making at one time. And he feels like he can recreate a Cora with someone else and they can be bringing home that $75,000 a month like she did. First of all, I don't even think Facebook is paying like that no more. And second of all, dude, they ain't Cora. I'm not saying they can't do it, but they ain't Cora, you know? He just want another project. The latest one is really good, a really good singer. Yes, she is. I heard her singing. She is a good singer. He wants to use her. He will latch on real quick. Anything is possible with that guy. He seems to be obsessed with trying to prove that he can get another woman on Cora's caliber. Yes, absolutely. That is absolutely the case. He's trying to keep the memories of Cora, but they're not like Cora. Someone needs to get in her inbox and tell her to run. No, I wouldn't get in the inbox because, well, you know how I am. I don't like doing that type of stuff simply because then they're going to try to blame you for it. They don't want to just see that that's what it was. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, you were the reason for this. If you wouldn't have done this, then this wouldn't have happened. They love trying to blame you for their shortfalls, things that happen, their karmas, right? You know? But these men need to be careful playing in women's face and then trying to turn around and be like, oh, I built you, because that's what he's going to do. Now, just like Cora already had a portfolio before she met this man. But yet, what did he say? I built her. I created her. I made her. I pushed her. She wouldn't be where she is if it wasn't for me, right? Well, the same with this young lady. What's her name? Nina? I think it's Nina. Nina already have a portfolio, but he's going to get in her head and convince her that he helped build her portfolio. I mean, another year now, he's going to be like, he created her portfolio. He's going to be like, didn't nobody know who she was until me. Until me. You know? So anyway, he's still a liar. I haven't dated in 3 years. You a whole lie. You dated. And then someone's like, oh, because I've just been hurt and, you know, I really haven't, I don't even know how to hurt because of my trust issues. Dude, you a whole narc. You have trust issues because you don't trust yourself. You a whole narc, you know? He doesn't realize that he also has to bring something to the table other than his baggage and other than his massage third degree skills, because that's it. What does Justin have to offer? He's a high valued massage therapist. That's it. An upscale massage therapist. I ain't even gonna say high value. He's an upscale massage therapist, you know? They all think that they can change this man. It won't help getting him. It won't help getting in her inbox. She will find out on her own, hopefully sooner than later. Yes, Natalie. That's how I look at it, because you know what? I'm going to tell you something, and I think all of us know this, right? When you tell another person, man or female, oh, this person's not good for you, you shouldn't date him, you know, he's a cheater, she's a cheater, she's a liar, he's a liar, you know, whatever the case may be, that piques a person's interest, okay? And it makes them want that person more. I don't know why, but it happens. They literally will go harder to be with that person, right? Just to try to prove a point to people. Oh, he's not going to treat me like that. He may have treated her like that, but it ain't going to be me. Yeah, not in the beginning, maybe, right? But it will eventually. All these women out here, let me say this, and this is not me saying nothing about Nina, because I don't even know if Nina even, I'm pretty sure she knows about the drama. I mean, she got to be a blind dog to not know about all the drama that went on between Justin and Cora. But I don't want to say nothing bad about her, because I don't know. But there's so many women out there that be like, he may have done that to her, but he won't do that to me. Because I'm a different woman. I bring a different vibe. And he'll never treat me that way. Yeah, there's women out there that really believe that these men that go around and call women 130 bitches and stuff is not going to turn around and call her a bitch. Oh, Jesus. They really believe that. They really believe that these men that can come out and dog walk a woman on social media is not going to do it to her. Yeah, they do. They believe that. So anyway, hey, experience is the best teacher. They'll have to find out, right? They stick around long enough, they'll find out. So anyway, let me give a shout out to the coffee Coca-Cola givers. I have Cheryl Hawkins. Thank you so very much for the Coca-Cola. She said, love you, queen. Love you back, baby. We have Cheryl Sims. Great story and coverage. Amore is the GOAT. Thank you, Cheryl Sims, for the 3 Coca-Colas. Appreciate that, Cheryl. And then Miss Kia, thank you for the Coca-Cola. Appreciate it, love. Appreciate ya so very much. Lorraine, did I give you a shout out? If I didn't, love you more you to go. Yes, I did. 17 hours ago. Yes, I did. Thank you, Lorraine. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen, y'all know we changing the stories. We changing our pages or whatnot. So, sometimes I may bring 2 or 3 stories in one, but y'all, I got to go find out what happened to Diddy Child. What did they get him on, honey? I got to go find out. Let me go and read about it and find out what is going on, what charge did they get him for. And I will bring that to you probably tomorrow, because that is breaking news, baby. And what time is it right now? 9:38. 10:38 y'all time. Look, I might be back tonight. No, I'm just kidding. But she said, oh, wow, same as Roberta and Bree. So listen, let me go find out what happened to Diddy. If I come back tonight, I come back. But if not, y'all will see me tomorrow, okay? And oh, listen, I dropped a video. Let me drop it in the links right quick. I dropped a video earlier that I need you guys to go check out. Now, the reason why I did this video that I want y'all to go check out, I really want y'all to see it. And you know what? I may even talk about this tomorrow as well, but I still want you to see the video. I want y'all to watch the video, and we will talk about it tomorrow. But let me just say this. That video I just dropped. And we're going to talk about it tomorrow as well, if I can squeeze it in. A lot of women, American and other races or whatever, ethnicities, they deal with cheating husbands, okay? And they say, it's rumored that a lot of Jamaican men cheat, okay? This story is about a Jamaican man that would not stop cheating on his wife. He would not stop cheating, right? He had been cheating and lying and deceiving her. He would not stop cheating. And she did the unimaginable. But we're going to talk about it tomorrow. We're not going to get deep in it, but I want y'all to see the video and let's discuss that. And the reason why I say that is because I think at some point in your relationship, you need to say to yourself, either you're going to stay and deal with the cheating or you're going to leave. Because if not, you're going to push yourself to your wit's end And then you're going to find yourself losing your freedom because of your frustration and your anger is going to take over. So I want to talk about this tomorrow because some men are just going to cheat no matter what. And you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to zap no magical wand to get him to stop cheating. So you need to make up in your mind whether you're going to stay with that cheating man or you're going to leave. But you stand with him and building up that resentment to eventually you're going to say, I've had enough. When you get to your wit's end, you're going to do the unimaginable, right? And then you're going to lose your freedom. Do you want to do that? Ask yourself that. Do you want to lose your freedom? Okay? And I'm only saying that because some people, they don't like the cheating, but they stay and they stay and they stay and they stay and they stay. I just don't want to even hear of nobody being pushed to do something like this, okay? But anyway, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, you guys. And let me go find out what's going on with Diddy. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in on y'all way out. Please hit that thumbs up button. And I will talk to y'all later, okay? Bye now.